Good morning. So this red hotel here is associated with a campsite down there, and they do breakfast for 150 kroner, all you can eat buffet. And I figured that is a great way to load up on some carbs, caffeine, and I don't know, other potentially nutrients. Maybe they have some fruit. So I'll do that before I set off. I think I should be able to have breakfast in half an hour and then be on the road by 8. And yeah, as always here in the north, the weather is delightful. So I am setting off for breakfast. Had breakfast with two very friendly Germans. So this is Paul and Josie. Just told me. Anyway, between the three of us, I think we had at least a bread and a half, if not two. So I don't think they made much money off of us, but it was a good breakfast. Managed to load up on some veggies and fruit, and yeah, they gave me lots of great advice for Norge. So anyway, they are heading down south, doing a much longer trip than I am, which is very impressive. How many days are you on the road?
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months now, so...
And 2 months...
have to go.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 months.
Yeah.
I thought 5 weeks was badass, but... I am setting off. It is 8:38, and so I'm clearly not very good at sticking to my time goals. Instead, I had a very nice and social breakfast. I also caught up with the French people, and so, I think it's... that's just nice talking a bit to people here that are also cycling. Anyway, I have 8 hours 20 minutes until the ferry goes, so let's see if I can make it. One more bridge, got another bridge to start off the day. It's a beautiful day and very calm waters today, and pretty landscapes. Just as I'm going over my third bridge of the day. Well, what have we here? I think we have 2 reindeer, although I don't know if the resolution is good enough to see. But yeah, they're grazing. Guess what we have coming up? Yep, that's right, another bridge. All my biggest hills today have been bridges. And they're also really tall bridges here. Like, they must have some big ships going under them or something. Anyway, this island that I'm going to over here is called Andøya, which means Duck Island. Pretty sure I'm gonna see more seagulls than ducks on this island, but yeah, let's see what we find. Guys, you will never guess what I found in this remote village. That's right, a yuku. They also have this little cross over there. That's a sign for kiosk or mix. So I'm gonna try to get coffee, an ice cream, and maybe a banana. I'm also about 80 kilometers in, and definitely need a bit of a break. I have 4.5 hours until the ferry leaves, which should be fine, but I only have I can only take about a half-hour break if I still want a little bit of a buffer to make sure I make it on the ferry. If you ever want to separate the peanut solids from the more liquidy parts of peanuts in peanut butter, what I can recommend is cycling with it in the front of your bicycle on bumpy roads in Norway in the sun, so it melts first. I think I'll have mostly chunks today, and probably just mostly cream tomorrow. Yep, 1 scoop and it's just cream below and just nuts here. Got myself a big slushie and a coffee. Except I have about 5 minutes to finish both of these. So yeah, good luck, Christopher. Man, I feel like I could be in the desert here. It is hot and dry, and the vegetation is rather sparse. Quite a cool coastal road to be cycling along right at the bottom of the cliff. Man, I swear Norway has the best architected public toilets in the world. This is pretty impressive. This is the third I've encountered. You think? So I think they're geese, not ducks, but At least, yeah, there's something here that's not seagulls. This is just like one big field along the coast here. It looks quite different actually from last couple of days where we were just cycling along the base of mountains. Very cool landscape by this lake here. Quite different than just a couple of kilometers back by that field by the ocean side. Here it feels very green. The cool tunnel to be going through. Apparently stopping here is some sort of an attraction. Don't really see what it is, but the attraction is that there's 40,000 puffins and sea eagles out here somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty cool. On there, space. Some space stuff around here. Well, that's interesting. The more you learn about Norway. I made it to Andenes, where the ferry to Senja goes from, with 35 minutes to spare. I feel pretty good about that, although my GPS claimed that I still had 4 kilometers to go, but yeah, well, I made it. Even with so much time that I managed to stop by Bunnpris for some groceries. I was sort of hoping to not have another tube mat for dinner tonight. I'm getting kind of tired of it, but given that I didn't have so much time, I just bought one. Beef gryte this time, not brunlapskaus, since I had that yesterday, and I picked up a pepper to get some, I don't know, vites or fibers or something. I am aboard the ferry and I am reconsidering my dinner choices. I think I might just have this for dinner. Banana, eat with banana flavor, since I forgot banana time yesterday, and hot dog and pepper. Or actually, I didn't even forget banana time yesterday, but the kiosk I went to, they didn't have any bananas. I think they had some apples. And I was then gonna have banana flavored ice cream with chocolate bits, and they were out of that too. So I did try to have banana time, but yeah, challenging when it's a Sunday in Norway. There is a massive line of cars waiting to get on a boat. I mean, this isn't even the official waiting line, and it goes all the way out until here. Yeah, and the boat is not especially big, so good luck to all the people waiting. I made it to Senja, and I have a little dilemma. So basically the campsite that I found, which is close to the ferry terminal, like 4 kilometers away, turns out it's a 150-meter climb up a slope or a hill that has a 13% incline. And it's not even like I just get to ride that down again tomorrow. I just have to ride it up again tomorrow morning, first thing. So yeah, very much not excited about that. The alternative is to go to this beach that's a little bit further up that apparently has like some toilet and sink. Obviously no showers, and so the question is, do I want to do a 150-meter climb or give up the shower? I spent a good 45 minutes on the boat going back and forth over it, and I've come to the conclusion I am willing to forgo the shower. At this point, I do not want to do a 150-meter climb at 13% incline. So, no shower. I'll just have to stink. For all of you wondering what happens when I press this button, let's see. There is a light up there, but oh no, it does turn orange. Okay, yeah, there's an orange blinking light. Well, I made it to the campsite. There's a nice beach down there. The only problem is the sun is, I mean, it's going to be light for a long time, but the sun is going to set very soon. So, I don't know. I guess I'll be sitting here in the shade. Oh well, I'll just have to enjoy the view anyway. It looks like the tide has ebbed out of this very shallow beach, and now there are just footprints and dead jellyfish left here. Right, so I won't go to bed completely dirty. I had a cotton cloth with me and there was a tap with running water, so I could clean myself at least a little bit. Anyway, quick rundown of tomorrow. So initially it was going to take me 5 days from Bodø to Tromsø. But since I was able to take the ferry today rather than tomorrow, and since it's quite a long ferry, I actually only have 125 kilometers of cycling left, plus a ferry, until I get to Tromsø. And so I think I should be able to do that in a day, yeah. So I have booked myself an Airbnb for tomorrow evening in Tromsø. I do, however, need to catch a ferry at 2 o'clock, and it's like, actually I don't remember, but yeah, I have to leave somewhat early to make sure I make the ferry. But I think that should be okay. Very much looking forward to proper shower in... Another fun thing before I forget. So the furthest north I'd ever been was Ivalo in Finland. And Ivalo is roughly at the same latitude as Stokmarknes, which is where I spent the night yesterday. So I have now been further north than ever before in my life.